So one opinion is I think that everyone should try to develop an intuition for what AI is or isn't. I would try to dig into that and figure out how can I think about it so I remove the it's magic or it's too complicated for me to have an intuition. But I think it would be good to have an intuition for how fundamentally these systems work at a very high level. When it comes to automation, like if I were starting a business, I would plan on aggressively adopting artificial intelligence. Well, see, that's where I kind of like the idea of you, you should do it manually first once.
Don't automate chaos.
I'm gonna challenge this presumption that automation is default good.
Yeah, well, that's a really good question. I'll give you my perspectives on some pieces of it. So, I actually sometimes here at UNF I've uh, taught a class here. I teach it at JU as well, and I really think if you're going to be a developer or a programmer, you should understand how computers work. You should understand fundamentals of
Sure.
programming, and you should be able to do that without relying on the tools. And then at some point, as you gain the proficiencies, though, I think you should use the tools that are available. You should use those tools, but I am a believer that you should have a foundation,
You got to know the fundamentals. I mean, think of airline pilots. Would we want them to only know how to push the button for
right?
autopilot? That
Right?
would make me a little bit uncomfortable. So that makes sense. So go through the reps, understand what the pain is in the manual process to actually know how to solve it the correct way as well. But then if anything ever happens to those tools and you need to default back to the manual way, you actually can
You
dig
can
out
do
the
it.
cobwebs and you can get back to it.